Well, our levee system is that way. Our communities are in the middle, but along the bayou and along where one gate will lead to the other gate. And where the gates are, we have our bayou. And so basically our people live in that situation. And when there's a threat, just like the gates of a fort are closed, we close the gates to stop the water. Americans don't even know that when it comes to oil production, some 25% of all the fuel comes from Louisiana. They still think it's Texas. The fisheries production, they think probably Florida. Just to mention alligators, when you say alligators, almost everybody thinks Florida, okay? We in Louisiana produce $30 million of alligator products a year. They produce 7 in Florida. There's no comparison. In fisheries, people just don't realize what this place does. International trade through the Mississippi River. People have forgotten how important an economic artery the Mississippi River is to the United States. So that important, a farmer in Iowa, his goods, his price of fuel, the price of his fertilizer, and even the price of his fried chicken is dependent on South Louisiana, and they don't know it.
Basically, our function here is supplying some sort of shelter for these people, supplying them with food, supplies, and everything for them to get back on with their lives. If it wasn't for this community providing the funds and the food and the supplies, the people that were sheltered here wouldn't have had anything for 10 days after the storm. Finance, right now, the Civic Center is fitting the bill from this. We're hoping to get funds either privately or through the federal government. That's still being worked on. It's kind of a sticky situation because we're a nonprofit organization. When you get that big of a group of people together, there are disagreements there and all, but we haven't had any kind of big drawn-out productions or anything like that. We've had a couple disagreements on things, but other than that, it's pretty much like your brothers and sisters fight, basically. And we haven't had any problems here.
And y'all interviewed the person that's supposed to be in charge of this building, who just gave y'all so many lies, so many. He said that we're being treated well, we're not. It's like we're in a prison, they treat us like animals. It's been really, really bad.
We didn't do anything. We lost our house, we're clinging to what we have left, and we feel like we're in prison. The lights go on at 7 in the morning. They go off at 8:30 at night. You're told when you can bathe. You're told when you can eat. You're told when you can sleep, when you can smoke.
There's a paper you sign when you come into the building. It has regulations and rules, and you obey the rules, and you have to have respect.
This building is more worried about making business than having the people stay here. They want us out. They try to kick everybody out already. Where are we gonna go? We have no place to go.
We're displaced. We can't go home. We've tried. Everybody ended up sick. We have no home to go to at this point.
Everybody's waiting on FEMA to do something, which it just keeps dragging and dragging.
Then We had a gutter here because our central unit's here, and it ripped it off and it's in the yard. But this is the damages of the roof.
I mean, they saying we have help, help, help. We've never seen it. New Orleans is getting help. They always show between New Orleans and Mississippi, and it seems like they've forgotten everyone else.
We got no support from the federal government. The state government was asking for FEMA's help. FEMA wouldn't come in or couldn't come in or whatever. You figure with all the hurricanes they had in Florida, you know, Jeb Bush's homes, brother George's state, of course they got everything. You think they'd have enough practice with working with the 5 hurricanes that hit Florida to deal with this one.
Is that list?
Our main goal is to set up the shelter, to house the people that lost everything, and to comfort them, to feed them, shower them, provide whatever assistance we can do for them. Get them in touch with FEMA, where they can get on with their life. It takes time. You feel the aggravation, but there's only so much we can do, and we just have to accept that. Let them vent, you know, comfort them as much as you can, but that's about it.
I still my feet sometimes that way.